Right then, so basically we've got a bit of a different act now. We've actually got some singing, which is nice, isn't it? A bit of hip-hop, like, bit of so I'd like to bring to the stage Charlie Rowe and Mandy! I'm going to just do that, yeah. Yeah, I'm the Crow. I'm a UK hip-hop artist from Exeter. I'm going to do 3 songs for you tonight. This song is about my dad who died in 1993, so it means a lot to me. I'd like to share it with you tonight. Go louder. Yeah, listen up. This song is going out to my father, R.I.P. Also 21, who's ever lost someone and can relate to the way I'm feeling. Cause when times are hard, you just gotta stay strong. So, this song is going out to my late daddy Dave. Oh, 1993, and I was resting in his grave. My memories are raised, and there's no memories of the days. I was 3 years of age, and it was February 8th. See, it hurts so bad, cause I'm a father myself. And I can picture leaving my daughter, I love her more than life itself. And I know it was in your throat, life is hard, my heart is broke. For 22 years, I've had this lump stay in my throat. I used to ask my mom, yeah, and ask her where he's to. She said he's always up in heaven, always looking down on you. I looked up in the sky, and I thought that it was true. And I thought that I could see him when the clouds are turning blue. To 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. to 2. Every time I left the house and even when I went to school, I was searching for you somewhere, didn't know what the hell to do. But as I'm growing old, I realize I'll never be finding you.
There's a star in the sky. Oh, I'm seeing you now. Yeah, I'm seeing you now. There's a star in the sky. Oh, I'm seeing you now. Yeah, I'm seeing you now.
As the years went on, more tears would fall. And as my heart didn't heal, these wounds were sore. See, the hardest thing about it is I never got to kiss him. Cause I spent my whole life trying to cope when I was missing him. And daddy, if you listen, I want to tell you some things. Got the utmost respect from my stepdad Jim. You weren't proud of this man to fill your shoes, that's what he did. He took over the mortgage, looked after your wife and kids. He stood right by us when no one else did. And he never let us down, oh heaven forbid. So I take this time to thank my daddy, always in my thoughts. You're always there in spirit, always there to give me support. And I laid these flowers down beside the grave that I had bought you. Now I'm praying to a place that's too far for me to walk to. And when I'm feeling down and need to think my finding force through, I know that you'll be there when I need someone to talk to.
In the sky, oh, I'm seeing you now. Yeah, I'm seeing you now. There's a star in the sky. Oh, I'm seeing you now. Yeah, I'm seeing you now.
You see, that's a part of life, but you're the only thing I'm missing. And when my spirit's risen, we'll be in heaven and we'll be living. But for now I need to be a father to my family. So my little gorgeous daughter will be the best that I can be. I need to stay strong cause it's a life I gotta face. Find the next chapter, now it's time to turn the page. With me, Lex and Stace in a happy kind of place. But the only time I'm happy is when I know you're laying safe. Respecting Maggie, Carol, Lisa, my mother and Leanne. With respect to Kevin, Michael, Stephen, the one and only Dan. With a long lost sister that was still yet to me. So God take me to the road that leads to our feet. Yo, me and Alexis May, we pray every single day. We hope you rest in peacefully and our hearts is where you'll stay. But now it's time to say goodbye and wipe your tears away. I still love you, Daddy. Yo, I'll see you one day. Thanks very much. Thank you. Right, this next song, straight out of Watford. I've done a video for it. And it got banned. Because I filmed footage at Watford House, but they rung up me and said you got to basically put it down. It's too controversial. But fuck them, I'll do the original now.
Loaded.
Let's go. Listen up. upon a time, yeah, I used to be a raver. Used to reach for the laser and the beer and the Jaeger. But now I'm settled down with a wife and a baby. But let me tell you about my life back then when it was crazy. I'd go out on the Friday and take my charger and phone, and I wouldn't return home till I sniffed some methadone. And every fucking job that I got, I was fired. And every fucking weekend guaranteed that I was wired. So Mr. Charlie Roll, I think you're out of control. You need to go and get a job and stop claiming the dough. Stop blaming other people with your all-time lows. Go and buy some new clothes and not put shit up your nose. But I found it hard to listen, so deluded, sick condition. I was right and it was wrong, but paranoia got me thinking. The more I thought about it, man, the more I started drinking. And when I realized, that's when my world just started sinking. Every time I think about all the crazy shit I've done, I'm coming straight out of Watford. I'll break this door, cause I'm always on the run. Every time I think about all the crazy shit I've done, I'm coming straight out of Watford. I'll break this door, cause I'm always on the run. I'm tied up in padded walls and cushions on the doors, and pushing all the buttons, crawling round on all fours. And all the fucking feeding me is morphine for a needle. I'm flapping around the room and eating crumbs just like a seagull. This place is fucking evil, there's no chapter, this is legal. You name my fucking screams on the greens of the cathedral. So I lock the Watford house, now it's time to scream and shout, and bang my fucking head against the wall till it lets me out. But I'm tied up in belts and you stop, don't fuck about. And if you misbehave, a slice of razor in your mouth. And if you fucking bleed, I give you soap to wash it out, with a double dose of morphine in your neck to knock you out. So I sat up and racked my brains and tried to find a way. And every fucking night I tried to plan my getaway. But every time I tried to think, they beat me on the ground. All round to my injections, 20 men to hold me down. Every time I think about all the crazy shit I've done, I'm coming straight out of Watford. I'll break this door, cause I'm always on the run. Every time I think about all the crazy shit I've done, I'm coming straight out of Watford. I'll break this door, cause I'm always on the run. I got locked in Watford house cause my head was like a cabbage. Too much damage on the brain and got me acting like a savage. So I ran for the gate and tried to make my escape. By the men in white coats to try to wrap me in tape. And not one fucking person even send me no grapes. Except the visit from the spirit said my lyrics are great. It's kinda squizzy or explicit with the physics I say. With a Honda fucking Civic on the road with my getaway. But I'm thirsty for more because this morphine's got me drawn. So I swung the car around and shared the room with Kirsty Moore. With Timmy as my neighbour, he's the first one out the door. Then back to cause some trouble, Mr. Charlie's on the ward. So I poisoned all the staff and all the nurses and the guards. I released the patients, set them free in your backyards. Now I'm back on the pavement causing havoc on your cars. Now straight out of Watford on the streets and spitting bars. Thanks very much. Thank you. Right, this next song is my new one, so bear with me on this one. New track. And music video coming soon. Let's go. If I ever got beheaded, there'd be a million fucking midgets escaping from my brain in little bikes and Honda Civics, stealing all my lyrics, credit cards with all my digits, important information of the world of maths and physics. My mind is like a motor, you can only fix it with a spanner, and bust a couple screws and maybe smash it with a hammer. I remember everything, it's like my eyes are like a scanner, to the minute, to the day, to the week, the monthly planner. Check a vampire on the campfire, see the flames transpire, feel the fucking bass and feel the flow, how to amplify it. See the fucking cube, you don't get a fucking simplify. So play my twisted game, I worse than so on spit fire. It's my lyrical equation, rhyming skill with the word invasion. I don't care where you come from, whether you're British or you're Asian. The states and all the nations, way down under all Australian. Straight out of space, UFOs and all the aliens. Get inside my brain, now it's time to play the game. After I fucked your fucking head up, you won't even remember your fucking name. Yeah, my head is like a circus, it's fucked up and it's insane. There with dwarfs on little pedestals and midgets driving trains. I'm like a different fucking species, something new you ain't seen. Like a fictional weird captain from your nightmare or your dream. I'm a local fucking vocal, staying clean to teeth to toe. I ain't touched drugs for years, now I'm feeling untouchable. I rip the fucking mic to blow the speakers off the stage. I'm wearing all my sneakers, different ones for different days. I rip the fucking beat, I'm so close to getting paid. I'm writing rhymes in my kitchen, all my shit is homemade. In school I was the class clown, don't believe me, ask around. I remember the first time when I heard the hardcore sound. With Watty on the mic and both feet on the stomping ground. With the chemical mechanisms as they're going round and round. I'm Albert Einstein with pad and paper making rhymes. Not wasting all my time working, I could be writing lines. I just need to get signed, oh I need to be found. Got my feet on the ground, I ain't losing my mind. get inside my brain. Now it's time to play the game. After I fucked your fucking head up, you ain't remember your fucking name. Yeah, my head is like a circus, it's fucked up and it's insane. There was dwarfs on little pedestals and midgets driving trains. My blood vessels wrestle inside my brain, the veins of devils. I think I've got a problem, cause they always told me I was special. I give a girl a rose, I keep the sparks and give her the petals. I use it as a weapon, hit the pupils in my lessons. I'm second guessing, messing, stressing, skill was just a blessing. Possessing all the spirits, writing lyrics while I'm dressing. This beat is just an essence, but my words are like a presence. Like a crazy hippo Santa, cause I always deliver the presents. My mind is like emotion, and the blood is like the ocean. Witches casting spells and twisted wizards use a potion. Cause I'm an MC, and this is what I wanna be. And the next time you see me, I'll be rapping on a TV. I'm sick with no emotion, quick to rip and start commotion. Just fire in the booth and detonating with explosion. I'm solving all my problems, whacking goblins in the face, and making enemies from MCs from outer space. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much, Charlie. Yeah. So I'd like to bring Mandy Poe to the stage, please. Woo! Hello?
Yeah. There we are. Right.
This song is called I Know You by Heart.
It's loading.
The glowing fire I'm going to sing another one. This is my favourite song, and it's called Run. I'll sing it one last time for you, then we really have to go. You've been the only thing that's right in our lifetime, and I can barely look at you, but every single time I do, I know I'll make it anywhere away from here. Light up,
much, Mandy and Sally, for that. That was beautiful. Right, so the night is actually coming to a close for the acts. If there's anyone that wants to perform, please just stand up and just come up because, you know, it's open mic. Like, you know. Who said come on? Who was that? Roadrunner. Go on, Roadrunner.
They are my missus.
Right, so I'd love to... Sorry? Howard is yet to perform. Just wait, Joe. Yeah, right. Just he's closing the show because he's so fucking good, basically, right? That's what it is, right? I'm not doing no more of it. I'm got the material with me. I've got the equipment. Right.
One more turn.
No, because I know I'm in there. No, I don't know it. I'm so sorry, I don't know it. Right, I would love to introduce the absolute, the beautiful, magnificent Amanda. Yeah?
Thanks, Danny. It's Raminda.
Oh, sorry. Raminda, sorry. I've been trying to remember the name all night, but I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Cider bud.
It's the cider, isn't it?
They don't make him a bad person.
Okay. So I've got a few poems here. Woo! Higher. They're love poems.
Yay.
And I had a bit of a kind of relationship this summer that took me by surprise. And some poems came out of it. Other things as well. But yeah, this was quite a nice surprise. So, thank you for your kisses. Can you hear?
Yeah.
I'm away from you and your image comes so strong and alive in my imagination. And I close my eyes and indulge myself in the memory of our mouths gently coming together, erupting a surging force in the depth of my cunt, in my womb. The kiss remains soft, melting my throat and heart. In the next moment, a fierce energy comes upon us. I love you is a modest attempt at speaking my pleasure to be with you again. Thank you for the holding, the physical holding me so close. The children are playing again. Sunshine streaming through the leaves and the trees into the river by the railway bridge. There is play and trust, and the woman I am comes and steps forward and receives this holding from you, my dear man. Trusting myself to receive through the fullness of my being. And in there, all the woundedness of the woman I am rests. Can't hear it.
Let's do it a bit more closer. Right.
Bit closer.
More closer.
Right. Oh yeah.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Right. This is called You Hold Me While We Doze. I think this is the first one I wrote. I had this really lovely little cuddle and I was just like, oh, that was so beautiful. So I wrote a poem. Because sometimes we kind of forget how beautiful those things are. Really special. So you hold me while we doze, the embrace is immaculate. Our chests together, breathing the calm of intimacy. Your face almost touching mine. The softness of my skin alive to the roughness of yours. I gently awake and my perception rises a foot above where our bodies lay in such perfect embrace. And I allow myself to drink in the image of sweetness that we are together. Allowing myself to be impacted by the love we create. The mystery of what can unfold between us. A tender holding of all that was cast out, judged as unlovable. A daring to include it all. A radical love, felt deeply, unveiled tentatively, recognised shockingly. I see the embrace between a man and a woman. The psyche rests. The pain is exhaled. Daring and boldness are alive. This one's a little poem to myself. I will hold you, my darlings, and bring you into the sweet love of my heart. Again and again you mirror in me shards of hurt for me to hold in your tenderness. Woo! So then, oh my God.
Go on, do it.
Do it, do it, do it. Okay. Okay. This is a bit more edgy. Where's your tenderness, man? I'm your fucking lover and you leave me a perfunctory, chatty message. When last time we spoke, I made a strong call for deeper intimacy. Oh, why don't you just leave it all up to me with your beautiful, shining shell of centre? I want to smash it. I want to see you in your vulnerability. I want to be with you tenderly. I want the ground of intimacy to be coloured by me more. I want to dare to say, to let the feminine in. I want you to bring it back to us. What's between us? How does that expose you? Can we meet there with that level of exposure? Do you want to? So there's... What do you feel in those pauses in our phone calls? Is there something I want to hear from you? Is it something you're defending? You said it was a habit. Tell me more. I tell you, my second woman wants to shake you and berate you. And we haven't gone there to exploring if there are gifts in meeting one another in these suppressed places. Are we working the ground of our trust? Or are we shying away from this way of intimacy? So then it all went even more kind of not so great. And there's quite a long poem.
Do it!
Do it! Which I'll just go for, okay? So this is a bit of a kind of bit of a story in it. Okay, I came to see you to tell you that I don't want to continue being your lover or being in a relationship with you. You start by telling me how different we are. I go to parties, I stay up all night, I go to ceremonies, you can't trust where I'm coming from, blah blah blah. Oh, that stings. I want to be trustworthy. I feel the sting, I feel my heart. Over the next day I remember coming to you after a party with trepidation because the night before we had not communicated well. It's early in the morning, a beautiful morning. I want to be in love with it, with you. I get to your home, knock on the door, and you sleepingly welcome me in. No rancour between us from last night. You tell me your dreams, your dance, you're pacing the edges of a swimming pool. You're going to dive into the water, and you're working out dimensions. How to perform the perfect pipe dive. And there's another dream that is also gloriously simple mirror of your psyche. Our conversation flows, and I tease you about how skilled you are at avoiding issues. I ask you if anyone has told you that before. A cloud comes upon you, we call it core wound. An energetic constriction, a place in you where love does not shine. You're lost and I'm lost and I feel fear. I'm not knowing how to respond. I'm unskilled. My little place is afraid of getting it wrong, afraid of rejection. I want to love this place in me, and I reach out to you. I ask, do you want me to hold you while you dig yourself out? In a moment as Mama Earth breathes in and exhales, while you hear my offering and decide to accept it, there's a little magic around us. The blanket of constriction ebbs away, and you talk about the dream again. You're doing some work in accepting this place in yourself. And I'm open and feeling settled and loving the flow between us, flowing into a beautiful sharing of sexual love. And we're making love with our bodies close against one another. My hips free in movement with you, finding my pleasure, opening to receiving this pleasure. My cunt pulsing, my heart singing, there's joy and love streaming through our eyes. This moment is not inconsequential. We rest in one another's arms, my body in bliss, and you say we should do processing before we make love more often. And now I'm screaming. Did you question that with your mind, if you could trust me in that moment? The unwanted Kali energy in me muted, your mind concocting the story that you can't trust me where I'm coming from when I've been up all night partying. Are you going to leave the gratitude for the deep sharing we've served each other up to me? Are you going to subtly change the story of what flowed between us? Are you going to forget that you asked to speak to me the next couple of days and I opened to your request and then not ring? This void in you that kills intimacy, that you have touched on but show no daring, no willingness to leap, and my tenderness wanting to accept that's where you're at, and my roaring woman, furious that you've been so brutal. Okay, there's another one. Now we are not lovers. Now we are not lovers. And what is painful about this is that your memory of our sharing that does not celebrate our connection. I ask myself, is that your mind obscuring the memory of the sweetness of our exchanges? Is it possible for one person to feel her body opening in love and for the other to be blocked? Was I simply projecting my love, my passion onto you in some weird solo world where you happen to be present? I cannot make sense of it with my mind. I invoke more pain because I cannot know your truth. And still I give. Sorry. And there is pain trigger again because I wanted to journey with you and I'm wanting triggers a humiliation response and I must stop this. I gently whisper to you, I love you, my darling, thank you. And my sadness comes and my tears come. I am safe here on earth and the rocks and the trees can hear. And I love you, my darling. Thank you. The humiliation creeps around the edges, afraid of rejection of my tender gifts. And still I give until I gently let it go. Because it's been so beautiful for me to love you. All this I cannot tell you. The mystery is beyond comprehension. I surrender.
So much. Lovely, thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, the final act of the evening, Mr. Howard Simmons!
Fucking hell, you built me up like that. I'm just like,
I did, didn't I?
Fucking damn, crazy.
Wow. Thank you very much, Danny. Danny's a bloody star, isn't he?
And so are you!
Great, okay. I don't know if I should really do this in public. Well, I'm sorry, everyone. Okay. Tumbling down his dinner in great scoops, the plate was quickly empty. Gleaming bright and shining like a dishwasher salts advert with Ainsley Harriott and his big black hands all cock-hungry and soft. The chef hands smooth from fairy liquid or jism, squandering years in TV dreams, twisting white noise possession, breaking through in snippets like the murdered ghosts, all lurking in an Auschwitz hell or erotica. Don't ask and we won't remember. He fucked her like a bag of sand. She lay limp, all slates of grey eyes staring at the imperfections of the ceiling. She came once or twice in summers long ago, but now just gets fucked all come inside, lays there uncomfortable. It trickles out in between cheeks and sheets are cold and wet, routine of love that stares, and fire broke her thoughts, the sweats of regrets remorseful. Fits of heartbreak, she sat awake at light, listening to a freshly spunked snoring. That inconsiderate, but love and kinship, hard-working and constant as the sun is rising. Morning comes. She never does. He does every time. It smells like prawns and bleach. He loves it, the smell of himself, which can linger in a guilty cloud around him as he works his day. Fresh as a daisy at lunch. In the toilets he smells it again, but it's not him this time. He knocks 3 times. 2 knocks back and he's let in. All suits are shedding, zipping, ties untying. Leather shoes are sliding, harder than hard, imprisoned, impressing in a fabric nest, and released to stubbly mouths, desperate slurping as African aid packages are snatched. Frantic and ecstatic as he feels the momentary resistance of gag and eyes that water. He is out, with a handful of gelled back hair and releases hot pearly white on the cheek and eyes. But he fucks his wife like a bag of sand, heavy and lifeless as the marriage. But now as he looks down at his prawny smelling member, he feels alive and dead simultaneous. Sorry, I don't know why. Do you want one more?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
This one's not really finished, so I'm really sorry if I kind of like stumble or sort of, you know, or if I just make it up as I go along or whatever. Okay. It's called When That Moment Comes. It's a research sort of project I'm doing about the fight or flight response of the passerby in violent situations and like sort of street crime and car crashes and stuff like that. It's about that kind of like feeling you have when you kind of walk past something and you kind of like go, fuck, shall I help? You kind of sum it up in your head. Okay. It was an accident though, I exclaimed. But that didn't seem to make any of the people less angry. A few youths wanted to hurt me, I think, and this Asian woman was screaming at me, as if that would change anything. People were arguing with each other quite vehemently, which I quite liked, to tell you the truth, as it deflected some of the energy away from me. Every now and again, I would get a tingly burst of excitement and I would have to fight off laughter. I couldn't look at the lady in the road without this wave of these giggles from rising inside me, and from the corner of my eye I would catch a sight of her splayed limbs and torn clothes all in the road, and my mouth would be turning up at the corners and I'd be smiling. I would have to look at the angry man to take this seriously, and nod in agreement with him to make him think I was listening. I had to remember every now and again to look off into space to make it look like I was in shock or something, or at least that I felt incredibly guilty for probably ending this woman's life. All the passengers on my bus were just sat there crying, and I thought, oh, you wusses, it's not as if it's your mum sat there, no, it's that little fellow over there's woman. He isn't sat there crying, he's just staring off into space like I am. I wasn't sure if I had some kind of erection. I daren't check because that would reflect badly on the bus company, and I could lose my job. Either way, I was definitely aroused in some meaningful way. I never knew how I would react in that moment, until it happened to me. Thanks.
Alright, cool. And that concludes Pandorik Poetry for the evening! We would just like to say a massive thank you to everyone that's involved, the poets, the hip-hop artists, Julian and Tron making that beautiful soup. Everything was just fucking fantastic. So if you want to stay around, we can have a few more drinks and we can make some good stuff down there. Like, oh, thanks, Bondy, mate. Like, thank you, everyone. Oh.